This week on Tablet Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to use the Show Hide Container option. So if I hit Option or Alt, I can then show or hide my filters. So how do we do this? First thing we're going to do is we're just going to create our sales by profit, switch them around and do it by order date and colour by segment. We're just going to change this to a circle and drop the opacity down. So that's our first sheet. Now we're going to add all of our filters onto this sheet first. So if we go, option drag or right click and drag this onto filters, and we do range of dates, click OK, but then we also want to be able to show this filter because otherwise it won't be brought through onto our dashboard. And the same with, so we can right click on ship mode, show filter, and we can right click on category, show filter, and subcategory, show filter. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a dashboard to do this. So I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller so we can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this on, and as you can see that the filters come in inside a container on the right hand side. Now, depending on what you want to do with this, if you want to be able to keep them all stacked on top of each other and be able to do the show hide container, what we need to do is we need to make it a floating object first. So I'm going to hit floating. I'm going to make it the full length again, so it allows it to fit over. And I'm also just going to put a background onto the container so we can see it a little bit better, and we're going to add the border on as well. So now it's fine, that's great, we can see that it's there, but I want to be able to show and hide it. So first thing we do is we click the little drop down and hit the Add Show Hide button. So this is going to allow you to add in the button itself. So again, if I hit Option, and it will hide it and display it again depending on which one. So if I wanted to have a look at what this button is, if we go to Edit Button, you can also change which type of dashboard item it is showing or hiding. You can change it from an image to a text button, and you can also click which one you're looking at. So we're just going to keep it on this image for the item is hidden. We're going to not give it a border or a background, but we're going to say on here show filters. Hit apply. And then hit OK. So when I hover over it, it's going to tell me to show filters. And then if I click it, then we want to edit the close button. So it's item shown, then you want to hit close filters. Hit OK. So now when I hover over, it's going to tell you to close the filters. Now that Alt and click won't be there on when it's inside the server. So when you're inside the server, it'll just say close filters or open filters, show filters. Now if you want to do this on your own particular on your own dashboard, or you want to do it on a different container, all we need to do is we need to hit Shift and drag to drag our own container in. From here we can add in images. So now we're going to choose a custom image from my Tableau repository, shapes, KPIs, and then we're just going to have a tick. And again, we've got some options here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use this. I'm going to undo that first, and then we can add in another object into our container so that we've got our tick box and our text box. So to get hold of both of them, double click so you can see the container, and we're going to add a bit of a background on there and also add a border so we can see it. And again, just click the little drop down, add show hide button, and then place it next to or wherever you like. You might want to change the images of the show hide so that it's not consistent. It depends on what you want to do.